Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas, and yes, the Partscaster is together, it is complete, it has strings on it, and first of all, I want to start off this video by apologizing. I've taken way too much time to actually upload this video. A lot of things happened. Christmas happened, the holidays happened, my in-laws got COVID. A lot of things have been going on and happened in my personal life, which kind of held me up from making videos in general. But it is a new year. It is the same old me, but we have lots of new videos coming. Speaking of, if you aren't subscribed, guys, make sure you are. We do Partscaster builds, gear reviews, giveaways, so I don't want you to miss any of that. So what this video is going to entail is me going over the Partscaster, going over some of the issues that I had, and it's kind of like not a wrap-up video, but kind of going over stuff a little bit. Let me flip my phone upside down so we don't get any more interruptions. Anyway, so yes, it's a Warmoth neck. It's a Fender Player 2020 body in orange and or creamsicle. Body came together. Got the body from Stratosphere. The neck and the body went together very well. That went together very well. And then, as you saw in the intro video, I put strings on it. Well, those strings that I put on, I was supposed to do a demo of, but all of them snapped off. So I ended up having to completely change out all the strings. I think what the issue was this is the first time I've ever used Goto tuners, and I think I was putting it too tight. I wasn't like cranking the crap out of it, but like I would it would get taut, and then I would put it a little bit more, and I had to take the neck on and off, I think I did it like 5 or 6 times, because I ended up having to add a shim, and I think from it being so tight, and I detuned it and retuned it, I think it snapped it off. So that kind of brings me to one of the tiny little issues that I had with the guitar, is that I had some string buzz on it. So I put one of my business cards in it. I put it in there, and the shim was all right. And then I should have filmed this, but I was doing it a lot late at night, and I just didn't really think about it. So I put business card shim in, and then I tried doing an even bigger shim. I stacked that shim with another thicker piece of cardboard, and while it worked, the neck was at like such an angle that like my action was super high. I didn't have any buzz, but it was kind of uncomfortable to play. So I undid it again. I took the thick cardboard out, and right now I have a piece of Diet Coke box that my wife drank. I don't drink Diet Coke or soft drinks in general, but that's where I got it from, because it was thin enough. And do I have the volume down? Yes. I'm gonna let you just hear the type of buzz. Now I did adjust the saddles. The guitar is intonated. It does hold tune fairly well, and that's really the only problem that I kind of ran into, was the fret buzz a little bit. Let me just kind of let you hear it through the mic. I hope you were able to kind of hear that. It might have been a little bit low, but I'll jack that up in post so you can hear it. And the buzzing is not terrible. It's really not terrible, but it's not exactly ideal, because like on my Anderson that I use on the channel all the time, the action's low and it doesn't have any buzzing on it. These are stainless frets, so leveling the frets are kind of a little bit difficult. I think what I really need to do is I need to maybe try one of those StewMac shims. If you've ever tried one of those before, let me know. I think if I put one of those in here, it would completely fix that problem. I was thinking about also getting some stainless steel standoffs to put in the neck, so that way with removing the screws so much, it doesn't like completely strip out the holes that are in there. But that was really one of the only problems that I had. I mean, like I said, it holds tune very well, which is really awesome, and it intonated, which is the most important part. So if it intonates in its own tune, a little bit of a fret buzz really isn't all that big of an issue. And it is a pleasure to play. It is really nice. I'm actually using it for my EP, and I'm doing a cover song on that EP, and I've been using it for that, so make sure you watch out for that. That'll probably be coming out a while from now, but That's kind of where I've been using it. It does do very single coil sounds very well. Let me circle back to what I was talking about to the saddles. So as you saw in the previous video, the saddles are just the normal bent fender saddles, and I kind of don't like them. I'm so used of a hip shot type of saddle, I guess you can call it, the saddles to where like they're not bent like this, and there's an actual groove. So the string comes, this is the saddle, the string comes through and it sits in that groove and it can't move. These, I hate these saddles because the strings don't have anywhere to sit. They're kind of just free floating on the top of it in between the poles. And like when you're tuning it, it could pull, it pulled weird. It did it for a few of the strings on here. It's pretty much in the middle. Well, yeah, it's in the middle except all of them except the E string. The E string isn't really in the middle all that much. I want different saddles, and I think I'm going to get black saddles. And that kind of brings me to my next thing I want to talk about is I'm probably going to end up changing a lot of the stuff out in here to black, because orange and black just rules. That's why I got the black tuners from Goto. I'm probably going to get some black Goto saddles. I may look into like the plate back here in the bridge. I may look into actually powder coating it myself and video that. That would be pretty cool to do. My uncle has a paint shop, and I think I could probably like go down there and do it, because I mean these parts are so small, so it would be kind of easy to do, and it would kind of be a cool learning experience, I guess you could say. And what other thing did I want to talk about? I want to talk about the pickups. So the stock pickups in here, they're just generic Mexican Fender pickups, and they're okay. They're not terrible. They're not amazing. I'm just gonna go they're okay. I find that the single coils, they can be a bit harsh and they can be a bit bright, because on the intro track that you heard, I'm playing through Max Effects, and I'm using the Hook Captain amp, and I have the brightness turned like all the way down. Let me click on the amp. Yeah, I have the treble and the presence all the way down on it, because when I was recording with it, it came through really harsh. So I turned that all the way down, so they can be kind of harsh. Let me just run you through different pickup positions so you can hear them. Well, my puppy's in here, Revy. So let me run through this real quick. As you can hear, I dialed in the patch to go with my neck pickup, which that's kind of what I've been using the most, is a neck pickup for that single coil type of sound. The bridge pickup, I don't like it. It's not very good for like, you know, dirty type of stuff like what I just played. It does sound really good for lead type of stuff. I'm gonna not show you that today. I'm gonna show you that in a whole nother video. I'm gonna go through like the cleans and like different stuff with it at a later video. But it sounds really good for like the Soldano lead patch that I have. It sounds really good for that, but for most other stuff, I kind of don't like it. And I'm probably gonna need a new pick guard, because on the bridge, Fender does that proprietary 2-screw mounting system on the top, which I don't know why they do. They need to get rid of that, because I mean, I can technically reuse this board if I want. I could spray paint it black, but that would kind of look kind of dumb. I may just buy a black pick guard and like mount my own pickups and stuff to it like that. That's the direction that I want to take the Partscaster in the coming videos. Maybe swap some things out, play some different things on it. But I am going to do another video of how much I paid for everything, just to kind of give you an idea versus other guitars that kind of have the same setup. You know, basically like good guitars with like stainless frets. I'm going to do another video on that, kind of talking about that. But that is where I stand with the Partscaster. I really do like it. It fills that hole in my guitar system that I needed to have filled, which was like a single coil sound. And I have humbuckers on here, so if, you know, if I get a little bit better pickups going in here, it's going to sound really, really, really good. And like I said, I kind of really know what I want to do. I know I definitely want to do a DiMarzio injector and probably an Area 51 in the middle. The bridge pickup, I don't know. Kind of still on the fence about that. I don't know if I want to go with a PAF Pro or a regular PAF, from the Mario Zilla. I'm just gonna have to see. I do have a Path Pro on my shelf, but it's chrome. I was gonna put that on a telly I bought last year, but I ended up trading a telly away, and I ended up getting Dang Anderson through that. But yeah, so that's where we stand with the Partscaster. It is great. I love the frets. The fret works are good. The frets, they stick out a tad. The fret work is good. It's not amazing. It's not Anderson level amazing, because like nothing sticks out on the Anderson. But I know Warmoth, they just kind of, they stick the frets in, and they're not doing like a whole lot of stuff to it. It's not gonna be in a level of like a super high end guitar, but a roasted neck with stainless frets is super awesome. And I also have some stuff I'm gonna do to the neck, and I'm also gonna film that. Probably should have did that before I put it on the body, but I could still do it with it on it. It won't hurt it at all. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this series. This is kind of like a new chapter of the series, I guess you could say, because now the Partscaster is no longer in parts; it's together, and I'm gonna be exploring and doing different things through it. And thank you so much for sticking around for this, because this was kind of a new thing that I wanted to try. And if you thought this video was cool, leave me a like, guys. If you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.